Hey guys, Archie Luxury on the Archie Luxury Paul Pluta channel doing paid reviews. This is paid review 21QA107. This here is from Tom. Now, Tom has sent me a question. I've just sent over, I've just did that, the 21QA107, quick wristwatch check, Rolex Submariner, the 41mm. Tom has sent me a question here. I've just sent over 50 US on PayPal for the paid review. Images attached, thank you. Unfortunately, these are HEIC. I prefer JPEG, but I'll convert them. Hi Arch, my name is Tom. I'm a 27-year-old architect. I'd like to hear your thoughts on my 3-piece collection. Patek Philippe 5227G black dial. I don't see a lot of them out there, but it's incredible in person. A 6006G Tiffany stamped Calatrava. I was saddened to see you part ways with your 6006. I really thought that was your best one. And lastly, a Rolex OP41 turquoise. That's the Tiffany dial. What's missing? Let me know. Best regards, Tom. So Tom, thank you so much for supporting your pontiff. And I got to tell you, Tom, that is a very beautiful, beautiful collection there. By the way, Tom, have you seen the YouTube? Patek has a video on the 6006. It's part of the Generation series. I'll put a link. I'm not sure which corner it comes in. One of these corners will have a question mark. And basically, it does a video on you never own a Patek. You merely look after it for the next generation. And it's got a really cool guy with his son who looks like an architect, okay? And he's wearing a 6006. Okie dokie. So you've got a 3-piece combo there. Okay, so you asked the question. You said to me you were saddened to see me part ways with my 6006. Yes, I completely understand. Look, it's a tricky thing. I must admit, I am quite saddened to have the 6006 out of my collection. I did indeed love that watch greatly. What made me go? Look, I had an offer on the table. I had a fairly fair offer on the table, and it allowed me to recalibrate my collection. So basically, I had 6 Pateks at one stage there. I got rid of the, I'll tell you exactly. I got rid of the 5127, which I got 7,000 plus a 5111. So I basically, I tell you what happened. I netted 22,000 for the 512. Once I'd sold the 5111. And then I sold the 6006, which got me about $50,000, $55,000, just under. And then I actually bought a few pieces, okay? We had the Submariner from MJT. That was about 15,000. I also bought the Milgauss and Explorer 2, which is about another $25,000. And then I also bought the Speedmaster, which was about 4.5 after getting nabbed on taxes. And I also bought a Tudor 4400. So I got to tell you guys, the reason I did it was to get a few Rolex pieces. Unfortunately, I'm not made of money, and Rolex rates very high. I wanted to recalibrate the collection. And I also wanted to get my wife a few hobbies, a hobby of her own. She loves the handbags. I got 2 Birkins for her. The 2 Birkins is way cheaper than divorce. So it was kind of an investment. Now, I got to be honest with you. I totally agree. I would have preferred it was another watch, but the deal was on the table. And it was kind of I got secondhand, a fair price for it without having to muck around. It was a bird in the hand is 2 in the bush. So it's one of these things. So I kind of I thought to myself, you know what? Let's just recalibrate. So that's the reason. That's the reason why I did it. It was sad the 6006 went, but I'm pleased. I still have the world time, and I still have the annual calendar, and I've still got 2 Calatravas, a manual wind and an automatic. So it's a bit of a yin and a yang. I'm looking at keeping those 4, that is for sure. So it was definitely a beautiful piece, but I wanted to recalibrate the collection. So having a look at your collection there, what can I say? I'm really impressed. A compact sports, this is beautiful. What do I think of the 5227G black dial? Absolutely stunning. That's the Calatrava with the hinged back. That watch is absolutely stunning. That is a very, very stunning watch. There is no question of that at all. That is a beautiful watch. Black dials were normally reserved for platinum, so it's got a bit of cachet to it. That is a gorgeous watch, 5227, and it uses the 324 movement, and then you've got the 6006, which uses the other very famous automatic Patek movement, which is the 240 micro rotor movement. So you've got the 2 main automatic Patek movements there. I think it's a beautiful collection. If you just had those 2 watches, I would say to you, man, you need to get a some sort of steel sports watch. And what you've done is you've gone for the OP, the Oyster Perpetual. Absolutely think that's a gorgeous choice. That is absolutely gorgeous. The Tiffany dial blends in. The collection just works as a collection. So I've got to say to you, why not? This is a really, really cool collection. So well done indeed. I think I like these small collections, but really good quality. Amazing. And to have a Tiffany stamp 6006, that is damn special. I can't emphasize, that's an amazing thing to have there. So what's missing? Let me know. That's a good point. What is missing? You know what? I got to be honest with you. That 3-piece really works. The only thing I would add to that, because you're kind of a bit oddball, okay? You're a bit oddball in the sense that you're an architect, you're the height of cool. The 5227, that's a damn expensive Patek, but white gold with black dial, very special, trendy. Then you've got the other black dial, the 6006 with the Tiffany dial, cool. Then you've got and your Rolex, you haven't just gone for a Submariner or a GMT, you've gone for a little bit oddball Oyster Perpetual Tiffany dial. What I'd do if I were you, I reckon you need one more Rolex. I would get a GMT feet. Now, I wouldn't go for a GMT because you're not kind of conventional. You're a bit, how do I put it? You're a bit, how do I put this? Andrew Lloyd Wright. You know, Frank Lloyd Wright. You're a bit Frank Lloyd Wright. Counter leaves. Instead of getting a GMT, I'd get a Rolex Explorer 2 Polar. Yeah, polar. That's exactly what I would do, because it's oddball. I reckon that would suit you to a T. 4 pieces, you need nothing else. You then have achieved absolutely everything. There is nothing you need to do, nothing you need to add. It is absolutely perfect. What an amazing collection. Just beautiful architect. Oh, absolute brilliance in design. What more do you want? There's nothing you need to add. It is just shmicko, absolutely shmicko. So yeah, I think you've got, that's an amazing combo. 3-piece, that's an amazing. I'd add it's got to be funky. It can't be mainstream. It can't be sub or GMT. It's got to be an Explorer 2. Black or white? I'd go white just to be different, because everything else is black. Normally Pateks are white. Most of them are white dial. The Rolex, most of them are black dial. Let's go for the white dial. That's what I would do. Okay, guys, like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Guys, put some comments below. Remember, I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I need paid reviews to keep me full-time on YouTube. Please get a paid review done. This keeps me full-time. Look in the description. $50 US. I'll review your collection. I'll tell you what I think, the good, the bad, the ugly. And guys, I will see you in the next one. See you later. And I love your Tiffany 6006. I still love that watch. It was just time for me to recalibrate. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury. And who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the Pontiff goes. You know, some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.